If your program is starting in August 2025, this is the month, it means that by now you might have gotten your visa approved or still waiting for a visa interview date and all that. um, be encouraged and be positive that everything is going to work out. It's too early to think about a deferral. Um, if your program is starting in August or September and you've not secured a favorable date, just be positive. It's good that right now the embassy automatically schedules an appointment for you if you put in an emergency request. So just get your I-20, add your service fee payment confirmation request for the expedited appointment, and hopefully you're going to get a date. If you're waiting for administrative processing, we hope that you get a positive results out of that, and then your visa will be approved. I want to share a short story with you. When I got my visa approved and I was looking for money to buy ticket, right? I had a friend called Amanda. Shout out to Amanda. And then what she did was that she didn't have the money, so she wanted to help me. And so she borrowed money from someone. And so the person was supposed to send the money to me via mobile money. And then my number ended with 08. Mistakenly, the person typed 09. So the money landed in another person's account. But this lady offered to use her youth service or national service allowance to still paying for the money whilst I leave the country. There are some friends who made sacrifices for us to get where we are. There are some family members, maybe there could be our biological parents, who sacrifice for us to be where we are at the moment. When God blesses you for you to be at a certain point, don't forget those people. Unfortunately for Amanda, I've tried to assist her a couple of times. Unfortunately, she has been denied 2 times of the embassy. But this year, or hopefully next year, I wish that things go well for her as well. With everything going on, this I know that a lot of people might decide an alternative aside studying in the US. Now, this should also tell you that because universities will be losing a lot of international students, admissions and scholarships will be available the coming year, which is the spring semester 2026 and fall semester 2026. So to every negativity, there is a positivity attached to it. And the Fred effect will always focus on the positive side of life. So August is the major admission, month for spring 2026 and also fall 2026. If you have not lined up your universities yet, if you've not finished writing your SOP, be wrapping them up, get those documents ready and start applying so that you will be on your way to study abroad in spring 2026 and fall 2026. This is the biggest study abroad content platform, and this section is called the Study Abroad Podcast with a Fred Effect. We have been consistently showing up for more than 2 years now, and we continue to do that, whether we are in the mood or not. And today I have my beautiful sister with me who is going to share her experience, her journey, as we always do, to inspire and motivate you, and also for you to learn on how you can also be successful with the process. Hi, how you doing?
Hello, I'm good.
I think I will enjoy the conversation more than our listeners, right?
Yeah.
We had fun talking behind the scenes. A quick introduction to our wonderful viewers seeing your beautiful face for the first time.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Chinenye Umaka, Mary Cynthia as well. I'm from Nigeria and I'm currently in the US doing my master's program in film studies. Yeah, my program is for 2 years. And this August, like on the 7th of August, to make it like a year that I have been here. So
Okay, for me not to mispronounce your name, do you have a nickname or something?
it's Nenye.
Nanye. Okay,
Yes,
all right.
Nenye.
So what day were you born?
I was born on the 25th of January.
So is it a Monday? Is it a Tuesday or Thursday?
It's a Sunday.
Okay, a Sunday, and in Ghana we'll call you Akusia or Akus,
What does
sister
that mean?
Akus.
What does that mean?
Like you were born on the day you were born, automatically Ghanaians will have a name for you. So I was born on a Wednesday, so they call me Kweku.
Quite cool. Oh, I've heard
Yeah,
that. I've heard that like very well. I
right.
have. Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, you would have been Akus if you were in Ghana.
Oh, nice. That's
Anyway, so what was your academic qualification prior to relocating or starting the study abroad process?
So I had a bachelor's of degree in film and film production.
Mhm.
So I graduated with a 3.28 CGP.
Okay.
Yeah. That was majorly my academic qualification. Every other thing that I taught myself, or I had to sign up for classes, on LinkedIn. So I would categorize those as well as academic qualification. So those were the things that I had at the time.
So, with your background, a lot of people would have thought that you would aspire to be the next Genevieve or something. Like, did you try acting?
Oh yes, I did. Actually, so my course
Mhm.
was in 100 level. You get to like do everything:
Okay.
film, dance, drama, music, fine arts. I I love dancing more as much as I
Mm,
also loved acting. But in my 200 level, I changed gears because I'm like, I don't want to be dancing. I don't want to be on
yeah.
stage. I want to be behind the scene. I mean, it explains what I'm into now and the things that
Mhm.
I, because I love being behind the scene. I love picking up a camera to film, to shoot videos. I kind of like gear towards that more. So that was why I settled for that.
So, after bachelor's degree, what actually inspired you to study abroad? I asked a lot of people this question, and they've given me interesting answers. I'll be happy to hear yours. What came on you that I want to study abroad?
Okay, so I've always loved watching movies, Nigerian
Mhm.
movies particularly. I also do more like Hollywood films, but I also love to review films, write about films. So I the US fits into that because anybody and everybody would know that Hollywood is like here when it
Yeah.
comes to film production,
Hmm.
and also when it comes to reviewers or film critics that talk about movies. So I feel like the best place to get advanced knowledge in this is here. I mean, I'd already taken a couple of classes online on LinkedIn, and I have a fair knowledge as to how these things are done, but I wanted more. I wanted to learn from somebody that has gone through like the Hollywood industry. And luckily for me, we have one of the professors in my school. I mean, that was the major reason why I even applied here, because we have like one of the directors that shot
Yeah.
movies in Hollywood. He teaches here in my school. So I think that was the major highlight for me as to why I even came down here, why I decided to choose this school and be here studying this program.
Your background is very interesting because a lot of times, if you hear that people want to study abroad, especially Nigerians, they talk about engineering. So interestingly, whilst I was in the University of Kentucky, I had
Mhm.
3 Nigerian roommates. Guess what? All of them were doing engineering. You
I
know,
know.
yeah.
I know.
Shout out to Alewi. So your background is very interesting, and a lot of people who are watching us now might want to also look at the social sciences aspect as well. So when it comes to film studies, do you think that people should be encouraged to pursue that field? Are there scholarships available? How did yours go?
Okay. I'm going to be like, I think, brutally honest,
Hmm.
because um I don't think the job market
Hmm.
or the industry favors people that are in the arts or the
Okay.
humanities, because that's where my program falls under. If we're being honest with ourselves, it favors particularly like the STEM programs, like
Hmm.
engineering, maths, all of that. So in my field, except you have like a long-term goal, probably you're looking at shifting gears or um, doing producing movies of your own, like a standalone, it's gonna take a while to do that here in the US. That's me being brutally honest. So if people that are doing my course, I'm sure they want to come down, take what they need, go back home and establish their own film industry. Or better still, their own film school, teach people and be all of that impact to generations that want to produce films. So in this context, there is scholarship for people that want to come and study my program, but then again, it's very limited because I know what my eyes saw when I was looking for scholarship to come into this program here. Some schools will tell you they don't give. Some schools will tell you, oh, they have the course, but it's not on scholarship. Like you literally have to fund yourself. I searched about, I think, 30 schools, then I came down to 10 schools. At the end of the day, I ended up applying to five, if I'm not mistaken. So, and out of that five, I think two or three gave me scholarship.
I
And then
see.
I had to pick.
Let's backtrack a little bit.
Mm.
So, which year did you graduate from the bachelor's level?
I graduated in 2020.
So, did you undergo youth service? How long did it take you after graduating to be able to finally say that I've gotten my visa approved, going to study my master's?
Oh, so I did NYSC as well. That took a year. So let me say everything altogether. I think I finished in 2022. Yeah.
Okay.
And I was working.
Oh, okay.
I didn't start applying immediately. I finished NYSC. I just
Mhm.
applied like in 2024, I think. Yeah, that was when I got in to come down here to study. So that's why I said like August this year will make him 1 year of me being here.
Oh,
So
okay.
and it was not like a smooth ride, if I'm being honest. It was really tough. So my visa, even getting a date, was miraculous.
Mhm.
'Cause my visa approval, it was also smooth. Like the interview was sweet. Like there was no stress at all with that. But I mean, with the entire process, I was stressed out.
I see.
Mentally, physically, spiritually, I was stressed.
So I used to pick people from the airport a lot, right? And so
Mhm.
normally when I pick them up, I'll take a picture because especially with the ladies, you give them one semester and they've totally changed
I
because
know.
the stress that this process will take you through when you finally get here, you need to relax and gain some weight, anyway. So if you're going through the process and you feel like you're struggling, the other time there was a gentleman who sent me a message and was saying that he has been denied 3 times, he has a full funding and all that, he's giving up. The words that he was using, I can't put them on social media, but this guy feel frustrated. So if you're watching us, it looks like the process is being tedious, it's not been easy. It's because you've not heard other people's story. That's what makes you think that you are the only person going through it, right? So she's talking about what she went through in order to make it. And at the end of the day, what would you say? Would you say it's worth it?
Well, yes, it is because the opportunities and things that I've experienced here since I got here is it's been mind blowing for me because I never thought I was going to get. There are people that complain, oh, when they get here, they don't have jobs during the
Mhm.
summer, stuff like that. But I also went through my fair share of rejection, just to put it out there. But when the job finally came in, I was like, it's worth it because the
Yeah,
money I made while working, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. Like I didn't think I was going to make that if I didn't get into it
yeah,
because it's going to be depressing. And it's also good to have like very good people around you, like supportive people who would back you up when what's come to shove. So yeah, I had such in my community and my space actually. So I think I would say it is worth it. Studying
You-
here, being here, hearing other people's experiences. I mean, I heard other people's experiences. That was one of the things that like pushed me.
mm,
Days when it was tough, days when I was like, I was near giving up.
yeah,
I thought about people that believed in me,
yeah.
particularly my parents and my younger brother. And I'm like, I don't need to stop. Max, I will do this. If it doesn't work, then I know it's not my time. If it works, then I know that God is solely behind this journey. So I believe it is worth it.
God is solely behind this journey, and I like when I made a video the other time, was saying that almost everybody that I know that has been successful with the visa with this study abroad process is very spiritual, either a good Muslim or a good Christian. Because this process will teach you to be spiritual. So the all night that I went before going for my interview, it's
Mm.
very easy. Anyway, if you're just tuning in, you're welcome. This is the Study About podcast with the Fred Effects. We do this and every Saturday, where I bring in individuals who have been through the Study Abroad process to share their journey, their experience with you, and how they got to where they are, how they applied for their universities, the scholarships, so that you can learn and also apply to your application. It makes it easier if somebody has already done something. You don't have to struggle to do it. You just have to ask how they did it, and it makes things comparatively easier for you. So I'm speaking with my sister. She's not gatekeeping. Apart from going through the process, she has a good YouTube channel that we are going to talk about very soon, that you should subscribe to be able to help with your process. People have gone through what you want to go through. So make things easier for yourself. So talk to us about your YouTube channel. What do you do? Why should we subscribe?
Okay, so my YouTube channel, thank you for displaying that. It's Nenye. So I basically share my experience here in the US. I don't hoard things. I'm not a big believer of hoarding things. I put it out as it seems. I talk about, the F1 visa experience, even when things comes to shove, like, with the whole new immigration law. I kind of like sound or be that hope in the midst of the storm to just help you navigate the entire journey. So I also share snippets of my life, like maybe my lifestyle here in school, what it is being a graduate student here, coupled with my program as well. Sometimes you get to see me on set where I get to, shoot films, or behind the scene where I am either a makeup artist or a production manager or a sound designer. You see me play different roles. So if you're all about that, then you should come to my space.
All
Thank
right.
you.
If you're all about that, then you should subscribe. So go to YouTube and then search for it. How can you pronounce it? It's Nenye.
It's Nenye. So
Nenye. Okay.
yeah, Nenye. It's coined from Chinenye.
Oh,
Chinenye is
okay.
like my native name. So I
I
just
see.
shortened it. So it is like the normal English that all of us we know, I want to believe. So it's then Nenye.
Oh, awesome. So it's IT if you're watching us on TikTok. So we are currently live across all the Fred Effect social media platforms on Facebook, on YouTube, X, and Twitter, or formerly Twitter, and then Instagram as well. So just type ITSS, then there is a full stop, and then NENEE. The E is three. So
Yeah.
NENY triple E, which is EEE. It's do I am I the only person who thinks that it could be simplified?
What was your suggestion?
I don't really know. You see that thing where you feel like maybe somebody speaks, you feel the person could have said something better, but technically you don't know what the person should say.
I know, I
Yeah,
know.
that's how I feel. Like, maybe I would think of something we can talk about that. But kindly subscribe to her YouTube channel. She does amazing job. And because she's in the film industry, her filming for YouTube is on another level, So subscribe and be part of the family. Going on, if somebody asks you this question, like how much do you think, you put into this entire process in terms of finances?
Um, I think I made a video as regards this on my
Mhm.
main channel, how much I spent like in total. I would say I roughly spent about, if we're excluding flights, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So I think I would say I spent close to 1 million. Yeah, because service fee and the exchange rate at that time was, I think, 500 plus. Yeah, that video right there, how much I
Yeah.
spent. Yeah. And I also did West evaluation for my transcripts. And I spent close to, I think, if not 200 or 300,000 naira for that as well. So I'll roughly say like 1 million for the process.
You see, you guys, your Nigerian zeros are plenty. When you say million, it, because if we talk about 1 million Ghana city, that is huge. N-
Oh,
You know,
yeah, it's 1 million naira. So it
okay.
has like six zeros.
Okay. So, what would that be approximately in dollars?
I think that would be $600 if we're using the current exchange rate. I think
Oh, okay. So please, the million naira is equated to around $650. So when the Nigerian currently the currency is like huge. You guys don't have coins in your currency, right?
we do actually, but
Mm.
it's the notes we use more.
Oh, I see.
Notes we use
So if you had million, it's not really a big deal. If you have, it's not even up to $1,000, right?
more. It's not
So,
up. Almost it's
so
not up to.
you have Nigerians heard about denomination, redenomination, like you reduce, cut off some zeros.
Well, we're trying to be transparent here, so
So it
that's
means that if I have like $100,000, I'm a millionaire in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Funny thing is, this thing you just said right now, a
Yeah.
Ghanaian friend also mentioned this to me, and I was like shocked when he said, he was like, Naya, do you know that if you have $600, it means you're a millionaire back home? I'm like, you are lying, stop playing. And I searched immediately, and I'm like, what? It's crazy.
Oh, so if you are in your country, like if you're in Ghana, it's hard to have like 1 million. See, that's a big deal.
I
To be
know.
honest with you. So if you are in Ghana, you feel like you are poor, please go to Nigeria. You just get and interestingly, you guys are very rich. You watch some of the Nigerian movies and the kind of houses, mansions you guys pull up. It's amazing. So it means that mansion will cost what? Whatever million, right?
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
200 million. Anyway.
I would give them kudos for that, because we do have nice spaces in Nigeria, like
Yeah,
houses. You could find them in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, like
yeah.
well-known cities. Yeah. Mm.
Africa is basically Nigeria. Just that we Ghanaians, we don't want to agree, especially on camera like this. We will not agree, we'll never agree that. But basically Africa is Nigeria, Nigeria is Africa. You
Ah,
know.
my Ghanaian friends need to come and watch this, because they don't let me see daylight.
But on any day, there's no way. On Twitter, you see a lot of people arguing, but I mean, we give you your time, except maybe light that we do have the proper light,
I
our
give you
light
guys
is
that
good.
one.
Uh-huh,
I give
yeah,
you
that one.
guys.
And then we don't say doctor, conductor, those guys, we don't see that.
You guys say
Anyway.
doctor with the accent. That's nice. It's okay.
So, how many universities did you finally apply to? So you said you made a list and then you were narrowing them down. What
Mhm,
was your criteria? Like, I have 20 schools that offer the program I want to pursue.
mhm.
Obviously, it will be a bit challenging to apply to all the 20 schools. How did you narrow them down?
Okay, I narrowed them down to like schools that offered scholarship to begin with, and cost of living in those states. Because for someone that's, if you're an international student, you barely have like, large source of income
Yeah.
coming in to support you. You want to look at those options. Where you be staying, how transportation is, even down to the apartment you'll be staying in, how easy it is. So I looked at all of those things, and I was very big on research. I looked up people that were in my school here, and I asked questions. Like, never shy away from asking questions.
Yeah.
The least they will do is tell you, oh, they don't want to answer you, but probably they will ignore you. But
Mhm.
you will definitely find out one person that's going to give you all the answers that you need. So I was big on the school that would offer me the most, like 80% to begin with, like when it comes to funding, so that
Sure.
at least the financial burden is off me just for
Th- th-
into
th- this will be a very useful information because obviously most people would want scholarship. So when you say I looked for the schools that would give me scholarship,
that.
how did you find that school A, school B is going to offer me scholarship? Is it on their website? Did you talk to admissions coordinator? How did you do that?
Okay, so I had a friend that applied to the school,
Hmm.
and the friend told me that they offered scholarship, right?
Okay, so a
Then
friend's
again,
recommendation.
yeah, friend's recommendation
Yeah.
as well. Also I searched through a website. I want to believe it's Education USA,
Hmm.
or if I'm not mistaken, one other site, but I can't absolutely remember right now. But
Right.
another good thing is the school's website had that information. They practically wrote it that they offer graduate assistantship to students admitted into this program, and they didn't say how much. Of course, they're not going to put that out there.
Yeah.
Also, like, they also put on there that some apartments is at this rate,
Hmm.
right? And you can plan towards that. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is a fair price. I mean, and I can literally plan towards that. And another thing I did was I reached out to professors. I think reaching out to professors was like the first thing I did, because I'm kind of like
If
going
you're
back.
listening to us, please take note. This is somebody on a full scholarship telling you exactly what they did. There are a lot of people who complain that, oh, I've gotten admission, I didn't get scholarship. She's saying that on the university's website, it is boldly written that we offer assistantships. And sometimes, some universities will go to the extent of telling you how much stipend, how much money you'll be getting even before you apply. She said that she reached out to professors. Then the third thing that she mentioned was that it was a friend's recommendation. So, for example, somebody like me who has been in the space knows some universities that clearly, we've already assisted people there who have scholarships. So, okay, can you try this school? A
Yeah.
friend's recommendation, reaching out to professors, checking the university's website. Don't go and apply for schools and later come and complain that I didn't get scholarship. There are ways to find them. I
Yeah.
like that. Let's go on.
Mhm. So I reached out to the professor. I introduced myself, told them things that I was about, my portfolio and every other stuff. So
Mhm.
I think the second email I sent to them was now me explicitly asking them if they had a scholarship. And
Right.
actually, they told me, yeah, they do. And they give out this amount of scholarship to their students. But then again, you have to cover maybe small expenses like living expenses, grocery, maybe all these college fees,
Mhm.
books. That definitely is going to come from your pocket. So, yeah, those were the things that I did. And another good thing is when I was, given the admission, the school also sent um, places, websites on the platform that you can be able to get jobs
Okay.
that would cover the expenses that you might not be able to cover on your own. My
Yeah.
school is that helpful in that way. So other hours that I had, maybe like 5 hours out of my GA that is not fully covered, I get to work somewhere on campus, not off campus,
Yeah.
that covers that. So it's literally written in my agreement that I'm going to be working for just 5 hours. So whatever pay I get is literally what I have in my pocket savings to just finance every other thing that I need to finance.
Okay, so what you said, let me give an example at the moment. So I'm on one of the university's website, and this is what it's stating:
Mhm.
scholarships and financial aid. This is the university's website. It
Yeah,
says that 100% of admitted students receive some form of tuition assistance from the college. So it is clearly stated on the university's website. There are some universities, they also make it very explicit that we do not offer scholarships for international students. So please
definitely.
try and read some of these things. Don't just go to the university's website. Back home, you know, the way our application to higher education is set up, it's not like how it is here. And so if we apply how, like for example, if you graduate from, I don't know how it's done in Nigeria. If you graduate from high school, you want to apply for a higher education institution, maybe University of Education, Winneba. What you do is that you go to the post office, pay for the application fee, and then you will apply. So what happens, you don't get to talk to even any professor in the school. You don't get to read about the program on the website. You
Mhm.
just go ahead, apply blindly. But here, things work a little bit differently. So
Yeah.
please don't apply the principle of applying to higher education institutions in Nigeria to that of the US. It doesn't work like that. It works, very differently. All right. So moving on now, how many schools did you finally apply to?
I finally applied to 3 schools.
Three schools? Okay.
Yeah, do you want me to mention them?
Yeah, sure. So normally I want us to share so that people can understand what you're talking about. So what is the first university?
University of Iowa.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
University of Iowa. I
yeah.
was I was there like 2 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, I
really?
drove through. Yeah,
Uh,
beautiful campus. I like how there's the lighting, and then there's a flag where the University of Iowa is always on there, and then it's one of the calm places. I understand when you say that you paid attention to the cost of living, because
mhm.
even the Moy, it's so cheap.
Yeah, it
I
is
wouldn't say cheap, like it's affordable.
affordable.
Yeah,
Exactly. Affordable.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I
affordable.
was
That's
I
what I'm
was
going to use,
that.
because I think I spent like a night in Des Moines. I decided to drive around. Like, it's a big city. Whatever you want, you can get,
Mhm,
but
mhm,
everything is affordable over there compared to other bigger cities.
mhm,
And
mhm.
guess what? Some people do not even know the capital of Iowa. Yeah, that's how low key Iowa is.
I know it's very,
Yeah,
very low
so,
key. Like I come from a place that is low key. You will not even know that I exist.
yeah.
Except I put it in your face that oh I'm existent. So I wanted that kind of life. Like I don't want anywhere too big, loud. Yeah,
Well,
that's what I was
well,
looking. like that.
Oh, then that's amazing. That's amazing. I have a couple of friends there too. And what is the next? So let me share the website so that people can track. So
Okay.
what's the difference between University of Iowa and Iowa State?
Um, I want to both are public schools if you ask me,
Mm.
right? Iowa State, I don't know if I would say it's state owned. Yes, I don't know. I
Yeah.
because even in Nigeria we have that. We have like Kwara State University, and then we have like University of Ilorin. Both
Mm.
universities are literally in. So one is federal, then the
Hmm.
other one is state owned,
Oh,
right?
okay.
I don't know if
Okay.
the same thing applies to the US here,
I
right?
see.
I don't know if that's the same thing that applies here, but that's how it is back home at my place.
Yeah.
So
So Iowa, it's look,
yeah,
Iowa is in the Midwest, kind of
yeah,
in the U.S.,
Midwest.
and the city is called Iowa City in
Mhm,
Iowa, and the
mhm,
name of the university
mhm.
is University of Iowa.
Iowa.
Right. Good. And then just to give you a context and some more schools, you can check out Iowa State University. It's located
Mhm.
in, is it Ames or Amis? How do you pronounce that?
Mm. You're asking the wrong
Um,
person.
anyway,
Before
so
I
that's
butcher
Iowa
it here.
University of Science and Technology. So this one
Yeah.
is called Iowa Tech. So you can also check that. Which other universities did you apply to?
I applied to Ohio University.
Oh, okay. That's my alma mater. You know that, right?
Are
Yeah,
you for real?
yeah. That's my alma mater.
Oh, that's
Yeah. So
nice.
I have a soft spot when I hear the name of the university because it's literally, I feel very because I'm emotionally attached to this school. Yeah.
Oh, then
That's
I'm
Ohio
going to.
University.
I'm definitely going to ask you to guess the school I ended up picking. I think that would be the best, right there.
Okay. So Ohio University is located in Athens, Ohio. It's like 1 hour 30 minutes drive from the capital of Ohio, which is Columbus. This is the first university that accepted me. This is the only university I applied to. Yeah, I
Wow.
didn't have money to pay more application fees. So
Oh.
I emailed the director and he was like, go ahead and apply. So I invested all my, in Nigeria, called the NYC allowance into application fee. And if they had denied me, it would have been something else.
I know. I
But
know.
yeah, I'm
I
glad
know.
to have, been to be an alumni of this university. Great campus, great
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
a small community, campus community. It's very nice over there. All right,
Mhm.
which other university?
So the last that I applied to was University of Texas in Austin.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
in Austin.
yeah, not Houston, Austin.
Austin, okay.
Uh,
In Austin, okay.
yeah,
So the Texas university system is huge,
yeah, it is.
Yeah, so there are a lot of campuses. So University of Texas at Austin. So these
Yeah,
are the three major universities, and these are all state universities, no private university. You were very selective.
big. That's why I told you I was very big on
Yeah,
that because
yeah.
yeah, I was very big on that.
I see. And so where did you finally land?
I said I was going to leave you to guess. Don't play. Don't try to cheat. So you guess. Where do you think I landed?
Based on the conversation, Iowa.
Hmm.
You left that out when we talked about Iowa.
So why do you
Y-
think I landed in Iowa?
because you said it's a low cost living. When we spoke about Iowa, you kept on hammering on. I mentioned Des Moines, and you got to, because if you've never been in Iowa, it might be hard to know Des Moines.
I mean, if you do your research, you might also know this.
Yeah. But
You
based
might.
on the conversation, obviously Iowa.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll stick to Iowa because if you were in Ohio, my connections in Ohio are very huge, such that I practically know almost every African in Ohio University. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
nice. Well, you're wrong.
Oh, really?
Very
But,
wrong.
but I'll be surprised if it's Ohio University too.
It's actually Ohio University. That means I live a very private life. That's what I'm trying to tell. I live a very private life. Pri-
Really? No,
Yes,
no, no.
I'm serious.
Ah, okay.
Do you need me to show you something that screams Ohio? Yeah,
No,
okay. Yeah.
no, from even your fan, I could like the courtyard. You didn't talk that? Oh, okay, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
wow. I see.
yeah.
I
I
see.
live
So
I
no,
live
no,
in
this is
college.
so surprising because I lived in Courtyard. This is what happened when COVID happened. Courtyard
Mhm.
used to charge like 700 or 600. You know, it would be challenging for Africans to international students who want to save to live there. So when COVID happened, guess what? The 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom was going for $200. Yeah. So most of us moved there. So I was in building 4 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well, it's not any different now because I mean I'm paying 650 for rent.
Yeah, then they've reversed back to
They've gone back,
how
yeah.
how it used to be. I started paying for 312.5, like somewhere around Richland Avenue. That is where this popular place is, the popular unit student housing.
Mm.
Um it's located closer to the cemetery somewhere there, but I don't know if you moved there. So
Oh,
that's where I used to live, somewhere
do you
there.
mean College Park?
No, no, college bag is a bit expensive. That would be, oh, I don't know why this is skipping me because Athens is like home. I spend a lot of time there, and then I used to move around a lot. So,
But
yeah.
for you to say Iowa is affordable, then you should have also thought that okay, Ohio too is affordable. Like it's not that expensive. So
In terms of Ohio, I think it's Athens because Columbus a little bit expensive.
Mhm, mhm.
Cincinnati, a
Yeah.
little bit expensive.
Uh-huh.
Up in Cleveland, you
Yeah.
know,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, I'm glad to hear that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. No, Ohio University is home, man. Ohio
No,
University
like
is
that
home.
was one of the things that drew me. I was attracted to Iowa, but I kept, I don't know, emotionally, I kept going back to Ohio.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
every second I'm on my laptop, my mom will come on me and she was like, Naya, why are you on your laptop? Is it the same Ohio? Like, I just kept going back. I was drawn. I can't
yeah,
explain it, but I was magically just drawn to it. It
yeah,
wasn't even about the scholarship at this point, but I felt like Ohio was going to be very close to home. I didn't even know they had an amazing African community here because
it's huge. It's
that
huge.
that is top notch. When I came here and experienced it, I'm like, what? Thank God I chose it. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I feel like I would have missed.
There was no day that I wouldn't speak my local language because if I step out, I'm meeting another Ghanaian. I drive
Yeah,
around, and it's just really like a campus community. So it's easy. You go to class, you meet, an African,
yeah,
and it was home. Shout
yeah.
out to Thomas Smacker. That was my advisor, though. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, we can talk
yeah.
about high. So please, if you are watching us, these are two bobcats that are having a
Yes.
conversation. Yeah,
Ironically, I don't like cats, but I ended up being a dog cat.
and also it took me like a lot of time to even understand what a bobcat is. Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on, was the scholarship the decision for you? Because you said you had admission to all these 3 universities, right?
Mhm, mhm.
So what made you decide to choose one? Sometimes people get to me and like, Fred, I have admissions to these schools. What should I choose? What made you make that decision? All of them are less expensive comparatively. Cost of living is low. So why did you decide Ohio?
Oh, I think one thing I left out is I forgot to mention that I also had admission to University of North Carolina,
Okay,
Wilmington. Yeah,
okay,
Wilmington. And they gave me admission. I was also given scholarship as well. Even the professor at the time was so particular about me coming down there to work with one filmmaker, Nigerian filmmaker. I think
mm,
I'm trying to remember the name, but I've forgotten because I was supposed to be with him, like set help him like as a team, and he was going to go all out to get me extra source of funding for my scholarship because I didn't have full funding.
yeah,
But I had to go with Ohio because, like I said earlier, I was drawn to this school. I can't really place my hand on it.
yeah,
I don't know if it is the fact that I was going to be learning under like the tutelage of someone that has been in the Hollywood industry, but I don't
yeah.
want to say that was the main thing that made me pick, or even the scholarship because they gave me the most scholarship, if I'm being honest.
Wow.
but
Wow.
I was just drawn to the school. And the fact that they were looking out for, international students,
Yeah.
I can't even calculate how many emails I got from ISSS as regards my process,
Yeah.
things to make my visa interview very smooth. So I think those things, the little things that along the way just made my decision easier. And then
Yeah.
again, of course, financial assistance. I had to weigh my options. Like, okay, if I'm going to Ohio University, would I be able to navigate here? And
Yeah.
another thing I did was the friend that reached out and told me about the school mentioned he had someone also that was schooling here, so I could reach out and ask questions. So that was what I did.
Mhm.
I reached out, I asked questions in regards to rent and feeding, what it's like during the summer, that kind of stuff. So she gave me like the best information that she could. And another thing this my department did was they put all the admitted students in like a group email,
Yeah.
I think broadcast. So they had us assigned to different people that are also in the program, and they were telling us about the transportation services, what the feeding is like, what the housing is like. So I had all that information. Like, so why would
Yeah.
I go to some place that I don't even know jack about? So I think that was what made me decide to come here. And I felt like the community is very supportive. So if I'm
Very.
getting this alone via email, mind you, they are not all Africans.
Yeah.
Some of these people were white responding to our
Yeah.
emails, and they were very good.
Shout out to Susan Spence. That woman is a legend, man.
I know, but I didn't meet her because she was the I think director back in I don't know what year. But when
Yeah.
I came here, it's a different person.
Oh, I
She's
see.
Diane Cahill. They said
Okay.
Susan Spence had left.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, yeah, no, Ohio is home. So, couple of things. There's an African student union. There's a Nigerian student union. Like almost everything you need. There is a food pantry. You can go for food. It's easy to get people to teach you how to drive because on
mhm,
campus, 25 miles per, you're not speeding. So
mhm.
things are quite calm over there, and it's
Yeah.
not like the bigger city where nah, it's what is your favorite restaurant over there though?
Hmm. I have a
I've been
couple.
to almost every restaurant over there.
And so my
Yeah.
favorite is Siam Thai.
Texas. Oh, Thai. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And Ginger Kitchen.
Texas Roadhouse.
Oh yes, Texas Roadhouse as well. But Texas Roadhouse is a bit far from where I'm staying, so I rather
Yeah.
do close neat places. So I love Siam Thai rice, so I love it. So yeah, that's my
Oh, okay.
favorite
Just
now.
on Richland Avenue.
No, it's not on Richland. I'm trying to remember where that is. I think it's
Um.
along Union Street. Yes, Union
Oh,
Street.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
way that leads to Ross, I think College of Engineering, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
see. I
Uh-huh.
see. Awesome, awesome. No, I'm very happy. To know that you're in a high university. Beautiful place. Beautiful place.
Nice.
And people will hold you know. Shout outs to all the family back in Rastom. Shout outs to Augustine. You know what this guy did for me, Augustine? So Augustine was like there before I came. He's from Ghana, but he's
Mhm,
currently working as in administration. Shout outs to him and the wife. So he said that because I am new in the system for the whole of the semester, I
mhm,
shouldn't be paying for feeding. He's going to take care of everything,
mhm.
AC, and then um, friends. So like it's an amazing family back in.
Yeah,
I get emotional anytime I talk about high university
I
because
know. I
it's been
mean,
like 3 years.
the people here are very helpful. Like when I came in,
Very.
my apartment was not ready. Just so you
Mm.
know, it was my friend that had a friend in here, connected me to that person. I had to stay over at her place before my
Yeah,
apartment got ready. So they're really nice people here.
yeah,
And I would recommend this place to anybody, anytime, depending on if the school has your program, because that's
yeah.
another thing. Yeah, yeah.
Um, there is a woman called Auntie Sisi. She used to, yeah. Auntie Sisi is like,
What's the best food?
yeah, man. Shout out to Auntie Sisi, man.
I know she's still here anyway. She's still here.
No
Thank
man,
God I got to experience that amazing meal.
yeah.
She's
She's a
still
legend.
here.
So she
Yeah.
has this. There's a church that if international students arrive, they technically plan to pile up things, bed, fridges, like clothes, and then they invite international students to come and take whatever you want from there. Very supportive community.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I don't know if ISS will be organizing one, but last year when I came, they did, and I was able to go there, pick a few things from my apartment
yeah,
because trust me, those small, small things that they gather, it really went a long way to help people that came in. And I want to believe they're going to be doing the same thing because it's amazing to see that they look out for the students in a way that we never thought was even going to be possible. Because I was thinking of how I'm going to get like space. Courtyard is furnished to begin with, no doubt. But then again, you need
yeah.
a couple of things as well. So yeah.
But if I tell you how much some places are charging for the same apartment, I'm currently trying to move to a different place,
Mm-hmm.
and the same apartment, like how Courtyard looks like, it's like 2,000 to 3,000 and over. I tell you,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I think
So
there's an apartment opposite us, courtyard to begin with.
yeah,
I'm trying to remember. I think
heights, something something heights. I've forgotten.
you commons, University Commons, and one other
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
I You don't want to know how much their price
yeah,
is for.
yeah, yeah.
I'm like, no, I think
Anyway,
it's this. Yeah.
we are trying to have a regular conversation. You might be benefiting, hopefully,
Yeah.
but we are so much immersed in the conversation, especially after getting to know, we've been in the same university. Anyway, so talking about the people who have gotten their visas, airport pickup. Mine was like I knew a former TA, and shout outs to Isaac. He was amazing. So I spoke with him, and he had to come to pick me from the Columbus airport. How
Mm.
how is yours like? Did ISS arrange pick up, and you mentioned a friend accommodated you? For people who have gotten their visas and they are coming, how did yours work for you?
Okay, so ISS didn't arrange. The only thing ISS arranged pickup for was if you get into the school, they will pick you up at Baker. I want to believe you're
Yeah,
familiar.
bigger sender. Okay.
Yeah, so they will pick you up there. But for airport pickup, I the good thing was this friend that I keep mentioning. I want to mention him, but I would like to keep their privacy. So,
Yeah.
so she added me to the WhatsApp group that the school had.
Yeah.
So I was in a couple of groups, two or three groups. So on there, when it was time, like around July ending August, churches sent flyers for airport.
Mm, yeah.
One was NCC, the other one was P2G Jesus Generation Group, I think. So I applied for two of them because I was not sure what time my flight was going to be, but I just put an interest that okay, I'm coming in a so day, but as the time when I'll be landing, I will keep you guys updated. So the church came down to pick me up.
Hmm.
Like the personal driver, like had his car, drove all the way down, picked me up, brought me down to
Wow.
Columbus. So and right now, that's the church I attend to begin with.
Yeah.
That's the thing,
Yeah.
'cause I was
Yeah.
like, no, you people got me with this. You people,
Yeah.
you have a follower. You don't have a problem.
No,
So, yeah.
it's because a lot of people struggle with that initial pickup, and then accommodation. And based on personal experience, I always suggest that people should not pay for accommodation before they come and see the place,
Thank you.
because you might not like it,
Mhm.
or it could be far from your location, your campus where your classes are. So
Definitely.
talking about airport pickup, if you've gotten your visas approved, there are a lot of organizations depending on which city or state you're going to that are going to be helpful. Let me share some of them. So this is for people who are going to North Dakota State University and Minnesota State University at Moorhead. Even though these are two different universities and in two different states, they are very close, and so there's airport pickup. If you go to my YouTube channel and you check under the post section, the flyer is there. The number you're supposed to call for free airport pickup is over there. You can check it out. So these are some of the things that people, organizations, non-profits, and churches, just like she said, are doing to help you, so that you don't have to spend much on temporary accommodation, and also getting maybe a Lyft or an Uber. If, for example, Columbus is like 1 hour 30 minutes from Athens, a
Yeah.
Lyft a Lyft may charge you like 100 or 200 to get there.
Hmm.
So for another example is if you're going to University of Alabama at Tuscaloosa, from Birmingham Airport or from Atlanta to Tuscaloosa, very far. You have to pay that much. And so if you have some of these organizations helping, that is super great. Let me see if I can share another one. There is also an organization in Phoenix, Arizona. If you are going to Phoenix, I've lived in Phoenix. Is super hot. Is Ohio
Mhm.
that hot?
Ohio is also so Ohio is also summer. I just came back from Tennessee like last week. That place
Yeah.
is so hot. God, 91 degrees Fahrenheit. So
Ooh.
crazy. It's
I
crazy.
see. So, if you got your visa approved, if you're heading to somewhere in Tennessee, University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, there is an airport pickup, tips for getting accommodation, tour, and helping you get housing. These are the numbers on the screen to call so that you can get help as well. Now, as we are mentioning where people are getting free airport pickup, you that is looking forward to apply, write some of these names of the schools down. Then start
Mhm.
searching as well. Anyway,
I think I also wanted to, I don't know, mention Go Bus.
okay,
So Go
okay,
Bus is another transportation service that would pick up students coming to they drive literally anywhere around Ohio,
yeah,
Akron, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and also it can bring you all the way from the airport down to Baker. It literally stops you at Baker. So you just need to find one or two persons that will pick you up from Baker to your apartment. And it just costs like $12, $10 for the actual bus fee, then $2 for like tax. So
okay.
yeah,
So,
so it's
so
$12.
since you brought this up, wherever you want to travel to across the US, you can get a bus to get you there. Just
Yeah.
that the bus system does not work like, let me use Ghana as an example,
Mhm.
Kumasi to Accra, where it gets full and then, it takes you all directly to where you want to get to. So, for example, if you want to travel from Tennessee to Athens, Ohio, you might take like 3 or 4 buses. It will stop at certain places, and then so if it's like 5 hours straight drive, it might take you more than that, like 10 hours. So for some
Mhm.
people, the bus could be an alternative if
Yeah.
um just search for Greyhound. It's Greyhound. They have a website. You'll be able to check from where your airport is to wherever you want to go, and there can be a bus system. So yeah, so the Go bus works within Ohio, and normally you go straight. So if you want to travel from maybe Columbus Airport to Athens to Akron, the northern part, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Case Western Reserve, Kent State, Youngstown, those northern parts, Cincinnati, the southern part, middle,
Mhm.
Columbus, and all that. Anyway, so I roam around a lot, so I get to see some of these cities. And Ohio
That's
is amazing. I think Ohio is the only state that has like these big cities that are scattered. So Cleveland to the north,
mhm.
Columbus in the middle, then Cincinnati to the south. No,
Mhm.
most states they have only like one cities. Any
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been a good conversation. I'm enjoying the conversation. I'm
I
enjoying.
know you are.
Anyway, so in terms of adaptation, you've spoken about the community that met you and stuff like that. If somebody's coming, what are some of the tips you would give in terms of survival? Are you used to the accent? Are you used to the food, the weather? How are you surviving?
Well, to begin with, I would just say do not stress yourself trying to understand the white people's accents. I'm just going to be brutally honest. Like, don't stress because I think when I came here, I was and again, I did not even form like I literally spoke my Nigerian accent. It's like the best way
Okay.
that I could. So, and they heard me like quite all right. So, I don't think if you're struggling with hearing them, just let them know. Please, can you speak slower so I can
Oh.
hear you? Like, do not rush your word. And in terms of food, I live with Nigerians that are my flatmates, so they were very sweet the first day I came. They made me meal, so I didn't even miss like home that much. So I had, but in terms of like outside food, kitchen or the dining hall, I just found something that was relatively close to my
Mm.
food, which was why when I found Siam Thai, I stuck with it, like the
Yeah,
restaurant I mentioned. So
yeah.
I felt like their fried rice is very close to like the fried rice I would make here at home, and it's
That,
really
that's it.
it's spicy as well. So in terms of food, I don't think I really missed out because I can make my own made meal. I brought enough of that, egusi, ugu, bitter leaf. I did not see that. I did not even reduce packing. I trashed my clothes, but you see, food, I cannot play with it. So
Yeah.
my tip is pack enough food stuff. You see, clothes, you can buy clothes when you come here.
I
There is
thought like they would seize most of them at the point of entry, wouldn't they?
okay. So the thing is, egusi is dried.
Okay.
The ugu was dried, so everything I
Mm.
practically brought were dried. And before I came down, I literally checked like their website list of acceptable foods that you can literally buy. I didn't bring palm oil. I buy palm oil when I get here. So
I
I
see.
just feel like you pack what is acceptable. Don't pack meat, don't pack palm oil. Some people said they brought it and then they seized it. But I
Yeah.
didn't go through any season because I literally stuck with the list of acceptable foods, and I was good to go when I got to the port of entry. My port of entry experience was even quite seamless. Like they didn't stress me, and ASAP took me to move. So
I
I
see.
think I think the tip would be pack food. In terms of accent, don't stress yourself. If they are speaking too fast for you, let them know that okay, you can't hear what they're saying. Let them speak at a pace that you can
Yeah.
understand. And in terms of
Weather?
commercial food, yeah, in terms of weather, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Till now, I'm still trying to adapt to the weather. I don't stay very long in an environment that is very cold.
Mm.
I have goosebumps and I shiver. So when I came into my apartment, my roommates liked the AC on. That was where we struggled. I'm like, please, can we tone this down? They were not having it. So when ISS put up that free household pickup thing, the first thing I went for was a heater
Mm.
because I could not deal.
Yeah.
So I feel like everybody's parents together. So in as much as they will meet you in the middle, I feel like you should also, compromise on some things. Like if the weather is too cold for you, maybe get a heater, find a way to warm yourself up. If it's too hot, Nigerian weather, I'm already used to it. So the hotness here is familiar to that one back home. The only
Yeah.
thing I do is I use my sunscreen if I'm outdoor. If I'm indoor, then I have nothing to worry about. So, in terms of weather, I just feel don't buy coats when coming down because a
Hmm.
lot of people were speaking about it. Or buy the coats. You will find out that when you buy that coat and wear it wherever you're coming from, you feel like, oh, it's very hot and it will keep the cold away. Jokes on you because when you come down here and put on that coat, you will see that it's not even doing like during the winter, you will literally struggle. And Ohio is a very cold place during the winter.
Yeah.
It is freaking cold.
So funny thing, there was a brother who during the winter was trying to climb the courtyard, hill, and then got stuck.
I
They
know.
have not cleared the snow yet, and you see
Mhm,
how that curve is. If you don't
mhm.
take so the
That hill
uh,
is a workout on its own. If
I
you
tell you.
if you go to the gym and you are doing leg day, don't even do leg day. You just come and walk down the hill to and fro. Your leg day is complete. It's very
Yeah.
complete.
Whichever side you decide to pass, either the left or the right, you still go on that hill, and
Yeah,
you
it's still
you be
still very
sweating a little bit.
mm,
Anyway,
mhm.
sweet Ohio, man. I miss Ohio. Anyway, so moving on, we are bringing this to a close. Let's see if we can respond to. I don't know how many minutes you have for me though, but we respond to average farmer is watching us on YouTube. Shout outs to you. He says, "How do you find students in the university to ask questions and research?"
Okay, so I was lucky enough to have a friend that applied to this school and he told me about that. But in terms of answering your question, I think the first result would be LinkedIn. LinkedIn,
Exactly.
you could go on there and you don't need to know the name of the person, just type Ohio University,
Yeah.
right? Or whatever school it is you're trying to apply to. You will see people that have schooled there alumni, and luckily for you, you might even see Africans if you're an African. You see
Yeah.
one or two people that have gone there. So they are the best people to ask questions. I've gotten a couple of questions from people that applied to Ohio University. They reached out to me on LinkedIn and I have been answering them over there. So I think LinkedIn would be your best bet. I can't say Facebook or Instagram because in the US here, people prioritize LinkedIn more than this other
Yeah.
social platform. So LinkedIn should be your place.
Awesome. And also, every university's website, they have the organization. So if you search maybe Black Students Union, African
Mm-hmm.
Students, any
Mm-hmm.
like religious organizations, you could be able to link up with some of them. So
Yeah.
thanks for asking that question. Derek is saying, I'm enjoying the conversation. Thank you for tuning in on Facebook, Derek. We really appreciate it. Seems okay, so it seems I'll give this Ohio. I've been hearing a shortness admission intake. You should though, but there's a difference between Ohio State and Ohio University. You should give it a
Yeah, please let's pull that out because I had a friend that was trying to apply to Ohio. She went to apply to Ohio State thinking it was the same place. So, so there's
yeah.
Ohio State, there's Ohio University. So,
Okay. Let's see. So, all right. Is that which program are they offering for a PhD or master? Jacob, you have to check the university's website. And I think
University.
Ohio University's application is one of the easiest.
Hmm.
They make it so easy to no complication, upload document, type your name, whatever, you are done. You
Hmm.
pay probably $55 for application fee or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Okay. Let's see. How much is the annual tuition cost attendance in Ohio? That would depend on the program, obviously.
Yeah, but just mine was that's 3,315. That's
You know,
$3,000, 315. Yeah.
yeah. That is the range, for most programs.
Yeah.
All right. So immigration issues going on in the US, is it advisable to study or move? So if you are applying as a student, you are a non-immigrant, you're not an immigrant.
Yeah.
So first of all, immigration issues does not concern you.
Exactly. So if you're not bothered about the immigration part, then if your sole purpose is to come here and study, then you should know that you are a
Uh-huh.
non-immigrant and you should be going, you should not even be bothered about
Yeah.
immigration
So
issues.
Bella, if you ask about non-immigrant issues, we can talk
Uh,
about. Where you are going is different from where we are.
well, yeah.
And I think people confuse it. And
Yeah.
I think that people back home, and especially the local media. So in Ghana, there are a lot of radio stations that speak our local language, is dominantly Chi, and the
Mm-hmm.
way they will interpret the thing,
Mm-hmm.
it makes it seem huge, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, so things happening. Somebody, my mom will call me. I'm like, this is happening. Like, I've not even heard about it. There was a time I was in Kentucky, and then
Mm-hmm.
there was what? There was something, volcano, whatever. I was asleep. I didn't hear. I didn't know what is going on, and somebody
Oh,
was
no.
calling me. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I know.
Anyway, it's been a great session. Somebody's asking you what are her experiences with cultural shocks in the US. Yeah, this is good. A good question. Thank you, David.
Hmm. When you guys say cultural shock, do you have anything specific in mind you want to ask me? You just want me to speak like generally because cultural shock here is, first of all, the smiling thing. You
Yeah.
know, Americans smile at you when they see you working, and at some point, I was still trying to like, are you smiling at me? Is there somebody behind me like you're smiling at? And after a while, I figured that okay, it's their way of like soft or silent hi. So like
Hmm.
if you smile, I smile back at you. It's not my thing, but then again, I just had to make it my thing. Like, and some people just mean no harm. They just want to like be nice to you. And in terms of when they speak, like I said, these people here are very assertive and they know what they want to say, like head on.
Yeah.
And you also have to meet them at that level. You do not want to see if you feel like you are not confident or assertive in the way that they are, you have to, I don't know, put up a mask of confidence that you are
Yeah.
actually confident in the things that you're doing. Because that confidence is what they're looking for. They don't want somebody that is timid. They don't want somebody that, can't get the job done. So I would say the cultural shock in terms of that really got me on because as I had to adapt real quick because as a TA, you'll be speaking in front of
Yeah.
people. Public speaking is big. And Ohio University with graduate assistantship, teaching assistantship, you are either a TA or a RA.
Mm.
And in my field, the course I'm doing right now, I am a TA. I'm teaching a class and I also have to grade students. So I'm literally standing and talking to people. So you have to pick up that confidence real fast and beats throw the shy part of you out the window. Yeah, food as well. I already spoke about that because it's a cultural shock here. During my orientation, what they served me at the orientation, just believe I did not even eat it. I tried to eat it. I even had the video that I posted on my YouTube channel. Somebody came for me on that channel. Person was like, "Are you trying to form to eat the food? Why did you pick what you cannot eat in the first place?" I don't know if I responded to that comment, but it was like that's my first time. So I
Yeah.
wanted to see if it's something I can eat. If I cannot eat it, I will throw it away. I can't keep
Mhm.
myself. And I ended up throwing that food away. So in terms of food, I feel like you can't get used to their food here. That's the honest truth. You can't, except you like junks, you like things that
Yeah.
are sweet because most of their food here is just packed with sugar. And I am not really a big fan of. I'm a sweet mouth, but then again, there's a number of amount like food I can eat that is too sugary. So
Yeah.
in terms of food, I feel like you can be able to navigate that if you're an African. Come down with your own food stuff, and you'll be good to go. So.
You see, when you complete something and then now you that you've never tried before, and now you probably want to start all over, there might have been some things you wouldn't do. So if you were supposed to start this whole process all over from Nigeria, what would you do differently?
Honestly, I spent a year researching before applying.
Yeah.
So I know it's a bit hard to believe, but I would say I think I did everything right by the book
Oh, okay.
because I gave myself 1 year to make do my research, ask the questions that I needed to ask, make sure that I was giving myself enough timeline to write my statement of purpose, get the money to apply for all of these things. Then good thing is I had friends that I would send those documents to, they will review it, and 3 times my SOP was reviewed. Three
Yeah.
times I sat down and rewrote it. So I would say I didn't make any mistake. I don't have any regrets. And in terms of my visa, like the whole application process,
Hmm.
I was also smooth with that. I was very critical on that. Spiritually, I was backed with my mother's prayer as well as my prayer. So I don't think I lacked
Shout
anything.
out to mom, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to my mom. I
Yeah.
was really backed, and so many things she did in terms of, sacrifice. By sacrifice, I don't mean kill somebody too. No, no. By
Yeah.
sacrifice, I mean, oh, okay, she would sow a seed, in
Yeah.
church. Some of these things are kept secret because you're open to God on something, give tithes and all those kind of things. So, yeah, I don't think I made a mistake, or maybe I'll say, well, I'll go back and we do this a different way. No, I did everything right through God's help and grace. So I don't have regrets.
We've been touching a little bit on that, but I want you to probably a few seconds. What role do you think spirituality plays in this whole study abroad process?
Um, some people will say it does not have a bearing.
Mm,
Having lived through the experience, having walked through the path, I believe it does because I saw God in a different way this
yeah.
process, my whole process. You would not believe that when I was applying. It may sound like, oh, I had like the most easiest application process.
Hmm.
Let's believe Ohio told me they had not seen my transcript. I had submitted this transcript, just so you know. I completed my degree. Ohio University said they don't see my transcript. They believe I have not completed my undergraduate degree. Go back, redo it, and then apply again. It was tough. It
Oh,
was tough. Like I had a whole back and forth, even with getting dates, it was crazy. My whole interview preparation, it was absurd. Down to even when I went for my physical interview. Same thing.
right.
I feel spirituality in this process is a need. It's not a want. You need it. I don't know, whatever God you serve. I mean, hold on to that God real tight. If you're a Christian, you need God here. I don't know if this is the platform I want to even say that I did something, because just putting out there, I went on 100-day prayer and fasting for
Right.
this because I knew what I wanted. And I believed that it was no feat, like it was no small feat. So you have to put God first. Like every step you're taking, put Him first before you do that. It may not make sense to you, but put God first.
Yeah, I mean, some of us come from a background that we normally feel like our parents' prayer or some seed we sow or a prayer somewhere carried us where probably our efforts couldn't. So
Yeah.
personally, it's my journey and stories are mostly tied to God being the ultimate supporter or decider of where we should go. So yeah, if you are listening to us, if you're Muslim, if you're traditionalist, if you pour libation, if you have a God that you visit somewhere, when
Mhm,
working on this process, horses are prepared for battle,
mhm,
victory comes from the Lord. Try, and as you are putting in the application, you write a good SOP. Do the physical part, bro, but you
mhm.
do pray about it too. This is Ghana pigeon. This is not Nigeria pigeon. You do a pray about that.
I think the same thing applies to Nigerians. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I mean, it might
we
not
are
be the same way, but
we are
if you
trying
want
to copy
something,
your pigeon, but we can't copy the way so we speak it in our own way.
just so you know, Nigerians have different types of pigeon. We have the worry pigeon, we have the normal,
Yeah.
so it's quite different. Yeah, yeah, it's
Anyway,
really different.
so, most Ghanaians would not like want to admit, but pigeon is originally like a Nigerian thing, right?
I know. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is
So
actually.
we
It is.
we try to add our local language to it so that we will confuse you people if you are listening to us. You wouldn't know we've copied your language, but that's it. Anyway, it's been a great session. I'm talking to my sister here. I've
Mhm.
enjoyed the conversation, and I hope you have also learned a lot from it. So, in terms of your scholarship, did you have to sit for any exams, IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, any of that?
No, I did not. In fact, I don't think my program required it.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
I know most programs, how it comes automatically. Mine came automatically with the admission. How about yours? Did you have to attend an interview for it? How did it go?
Do you mean like my GE scholarship
Yeah.
that I got? Okay, yeah, I did attend an interview for that.
Oh,
I
okay.
had with
So
one
the
of the professors.
admission came separately, and you had to attend an interview for it.
Yeah. So I applied for the GA
Mhm.
on their website when I was putting out my application, and I was scheduled for an interview, right? And I think the
Let's
first,
clarify that. I know the high university application portal looks like when you're applying, they ask you, do you want to be considered for GATARA, or is a separate application you're talking about?
no, no, it's that same one you mentioned. So, like
Okay.
during the submission process for my
Mm.
documents, there was a part that asked, "Do you want to be considered for this TARE?" So I filled the position that I wanted to be considered for. So after that, of course, they went through my documents and then they reached out for, an interview, and I was asked like a couple of questions. So, what are my TA or GA experience like? You know. And all of that stuff. So yeah, you literally have to have an interview for that.
Yeah, I don't know what you think about this, but some people would say that I want an RA, I don't want a TA. My suggestion has always been that select everything. So that,
Yeah,
yeah, in case there's no TA available and there's RA, you consider you. But if
yeah,
you are,
that's what I did. That's what I
yeah,
did. I selected everything, but like landed on my table was the TA. So
okay, okay.
just basically putting yourself out there.
And
Mhm,
that's how easy some of the scholarships could be. So if you are
mhm,
listening to us, what we are saying is that as you dey fill the forms to apply to the
mhm.
school is asking you that we have scholarships. So
Yeah.
do you want a TA? Do you want a TA is teaching assistant? Do
Mhm,
you want to be a RA research assistant? Do you want to be a GA graduate assistant? You
mhm.
select it in your application, bro. The school you are applying to, they clearly stated that we don't offer scholarship. You go ahead and apply. Later, you come and cry to the very effect.
That
You know,
I think that's why I tell people before you apply, reach out to these professors. You
Yeah,
will get their link. Ask them. That's what I did. I saved myself a lot of stress in the application process. So I asked the ones that told me no. I went to my list. I crossed them off. The
yeah.
ones that said yes, I went to my list. I wrote them down. So if you already know the school that offers, you go ahead. If you don't know, and then you apply, and then they come back to you with, "Oh, we cannot take you. We don't offer." You beat yourself up. Like, why give yourself that emotional turmoil? So,
And there are thousands of schools in the US. I am into higher ed, so like I'm practically studying higher education institutions in the US, right?
oh,
There are thousands of universities. Ohio
mhm,
alone, we can mention thousands of them. You
yeah,
know, so if one school is having the program you want, there are people who are like, oh, I have friends or maybe I have family members in New York, so I want to go to New York. If you go to maybe Arizona, if your family members in New York will want to help you, they will help you.
uh-huh,
Cash App and Zelle are there. Sometimes if you rely on these family members, you go and then they disappoint you. Now,
uh-huh.
it becomes a problem. So yeah, there are lots of opportunities available you can explore. So some university applications, they clearly let you understand that. They ask you, if we are not able to offer you scholar, will you be able to fund yourself? See, they're asking you this question.
I know. Some of them do. Some of them can be honest like that, and they will tell you. Some of them may not.
Uh-huh.
And
And I
then,
like how honest they are. So,
mhm,
you know, figure out what your strength are. I know there are people who are, financially okay back home that are
yeah,
able to support their education. Absolutely
mhm,
fine.
mhm,
Go for it.
yeah.
Anyway, so it's been a great conversation. Thank you for your time and thank you for tuning in. So you mentioned that apart from putting out the videos on your YouTube channel, which
Mhm.
we shared, you also have other means of supporting people who want to go about the study abroad process. Please talk to us about that.
Yes. So, in my videos, I always mention this support group that I have. So I'm just going to put that out here as well. So I have a support group where I help students who are also going through this same process. I mean, if you're trying to apply to the United States, for your studies, both PhD, masters, I have a team that would help you with the application process. And if you want services that requires maybe reviewing your SOP, your documents, your CV before you submit them, you are highly welcome to visit that support group. You can also send me a private DM on that support group as well, and then we can take it up from there. Like for you, some services are free, some others are not so free because you have to, like,
Appreciate the time.
yes,
Yeah. So like if
because
you want to talk to the Fred effect now, you need to appreciate my time. My microphone is
yeah,
low. Is that I want to,
exactly.
the camera I'm using, the lighting, So
I
try
know.
to, support what we do to be able to also support you as well. So the YouTube channel is what I'm showing on the screen now. It's Nenyi. I got it right.
Nah, but it's okay. You're free. I will let you pass. I'm also trying to get the link to the support group so that I
Right.
can
You
share
can
it
put it in the chat.
on here.
Yeah,
So
awesome.
yeah, um, I
All
think I
right.
just did
Yeah,
to the
so the
group.
link to the Telegram page has been shared on the
Mhm,
let me see if I can. Yeah, this is it. So
mhm.
you can just go to the comment section on the various social media platforms and then you copy it. It will take you directly to the Telegram page. Yeah, so I appreciate that you've been through a process. You're not gatekeeping. You're putting out videos to support our brothers and sisters out there. Also,
Yeah.
offering a helping hand so that people would also be able to have access. Sometimes we put out a video, but some people would want to share some private stuff that we can advise them, that we can put on social media, obviously. And that's how come, you can talk to Nenyi. Okay.
Okay. At this point, you're good.
we
You're
we
fine.
we'll have a conversation about that. But yeah, I'll call you Akos. Akos is like the Ghanaian, your Ghanaian name.
No problem. Of course,
Uh-huh.
especially for me. So I will tell my Ghanaian friends, you are hereby calling me this
So
A
it's Akos.
O S. Oh, nice.
That's the short form, but the long form will be Akosia.
Oh, Akusia. Oh, I
Yeah,
love that name actually. It
yeah.
sounds feminine, like
Yeah.
very soft.
Yeah. It is actually. Yeah. People are typing it. So this is
Oh, you
actually
guys are so sweet. Thank
yeah.
you.
Awesome. So your last words and then we bring this to a close. And I really appreciate your time.
Well, I want to say thank you so much for having me because I did not exactly see the session going this way, but
Yeah.
I'm very shy when it comes to, stuff like this. But I think this is the first one, and I'm so humbled to be.
You have to come back. You have to come back. Or
I
maybe I
definitely,
see you on your
I
channel.
definitely will. I
Yeah.
definitely will. It's really nice being here, and I really do appreciate, finding me worthy enough to be on your platform. I mean, look at me. When did I come here? I'm speaking to the Fred effect. There's one for the books. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. And as regards the journey, I want to say, like I've been saying throughout, like, hold God, like hold his garment very tight, very close in this process. If you're a Christian, whatever religion you are in, just hold on to your maker and do everything by the book, especially the application process, please, because you want to make your process very smooth, seamless for you so that you don't have to go through um, trouble or regrets later on. If you need to have people review your documents, do it. I did my a couple of times. My DS-160, I can't remember how many times I went through that. Like, you want people to go through your documents. You also want to apply early to save you, because I feel like the earlier you apply, it makes admission process easier. So you would literally be among like the first few people that they will be picking if you apply early. If you apply late, they'll probably have given all the admission offers to the people that they want to give it out to. And then
Yeah.
when you come to apply, it's a little too late. So start early, basically. If you need a year to research, take your time. America is not going anywhere. It is
Yeah.
here, right? Take your time. Take that from my own lesson because I took a year back to do all the research. So do all you need to do, ask the right questions, connect with people on LinkedIn. That's why platforms like this here are for your disposal. So utilize it, milk it. But
Yeah.
then again, for the ones that you need to pay, please don't be shy or think that the money is too big for you to pay because trust me, some classes that you pay to gain knowledge is the same way you pay for things or people's services to help you. So
Exactly.
if you have the money, pay for it. If you do not have, and then you want to take advantage of free services like this platform as well, take advantage of it. So yeah, I think those are my like last 2 cents that I can give. And it was really, really nice chatting with everybody here.
I spent some time going through your Instagram. I love your dressing style. Put the girlies on. Where is it? Shane, Marshalls, where? Bellington, where do you go?
Okay. So, one thing is for stores close to any city you're going to, you have to consider them because for me, it was Marshalls.
Okay.
Marshalls is very close to where I am. Some people they have Target, some people have. I also have Walmart here, so but I already shop from Walmart. I
Oh,
shop.
really?
I already.
I feel like Walmart. If I buy stuff, I'll meet my twins on the road.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it. But like
Yeah.
your Marshalls, yeah, Marshalls you can get. Also, I shop from Shein.
Okay.
Yeah, Shein is my
Okay.
place. There are some stores you can shop on. If you don't know how to shop on Shein, you might shoot yourself in the leg. So Shein and Marshalls is my go-to. Yeah, those two
No,
places.
no, no.
And
Your dressing is on point.
oh, thank you
On
so
point.
much. Thank you.
Anyway, so yeah, if you're new, she's putting you on. If you come, look good, take some good pictures. You don't have to look like how your problems look like. You understand? So
I know.
there's something we call outside gentility, home crying.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So look good. You don't have to. It's America, by the way. Go out, have
Mhm,
fun. You can't learn 24/7, man. So
mhm.
that's it. It's great having you on, Sister Course. Thank you so much for coming.
That's the cheat way of trying not to mention my name, but it's okay. It's okay. That's okay. Like I said, I take it. Thank you so much, Fred.
but
Thank
but
you.
what does your name mean though?
Chinenye means God gives.
Oh, okay, okay,
And honestly, throughout this process, I just kept telling myself, God will give you
yeah,
everything when it is time. So I
So
head out to my
sometimes your
university.
name, don't go and take some name. Oh.
We have our parents to thank for that because
Yeah,
they're the
man.
ones like, yeah, so yeah,
Okay. So
definitely.
based on your name alone was home ties, right? Because you don't have an English name, do you?
I do, Mary
You do.
Cynthia.
Oh, okay. But you don't prefer to mention that.
That's what they call me in school
Oh,
here.
I see. I
But
see.
for like, I'm trying to embrace my
Yeah.
native name more. Like after this entire process, I was like, you know what, I'm going to hold on to that name. So that's why my channel is a snippet of the name is on there. So
Mm,
but it's
no.
cool. I mean, it's a professional space, so they call me Mary Cynthia. I don't want to give them a reason to have difficulty pronouncing the name, so I just told them just call me Mary Cynthia. So yeah.
Anyway, the brother is typing in the local language. Said God gives ampa. Ampa means indeed. So God gives
Oh
indeed.
yeah. Oh, that's nice. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate your time.
It was nice being on here. Thank you.
Right. It's been a great session. I spoke with Nenyi. Her YouTube channel, it's Nenyi. So it's ITSS.NENY then triple E. Just search for her YouTube and subscribe on YouTube. We streamed on her platform as well. She's amazing. She's been through the process. She's not gatekeeping, and she's trying to share her experience, her journey, and how you can also apply. She shared her schools that she applied to: Ohio University, University of Iowa, and then University of Texas at Austin, as well as University of North Carolina, Wilmington. So check out these universities. Remember, this session and the other ones we've had in the past is always live on the Fred Effects YouTube channel. So all you have to do is to go to YouTube. When you go to YouTube, search under the live session. So let me show that real quick so it makes it easier. When you go to YouTube, just search for the live session and all the episodes we've had in the past. We've had amazing people on, and amazing stories, experiences, various universities, various scholarships. So we've been consistent for for God knows when. And so if you go under the live session on the YouTube, you get to see all the videos. Remember, we also spoke with 4X visa officers. If you are preparing for an interview, under the video section, we have about 1 million views on our video. This is the biggest study abroad content platform, no cap. So when it comes to the post, we post daily, including helpful information that would help your process. So under the short session, there are things you can benefit from. Under the home videos, the live, the podcast, and yeah, we have some merch too, the Fred Effects merch. I think my designer would have to work on this. But yeah, if you want to support, you can get a Fred Effects merch. We change our logo, so we're going to work on that as well. The name has been the Fred Effect. Remember, we have a collaboration with Argo. Is it? Remember, we have a collaboration with Argo Visa. Argo Visa is a team of former visa officers. What they were doing was, working for the U.S. government as visa officers. Now they are no more with the government, and so they are consultants, and then they help you prepare for your various categories of visa interview. The visa validity has been reduced to 3 months. There's a lot of scrutiny now. Getting a date is a bit challenging, so you don't want to mess it up when you have an interview scheduled. Talk to an ex-visa officer before you go to the embassy to talk to the visa officer over there. They give you a strategy when you're going for the interview. It will be great if you have a strategy. So they'll give you a strategy to use, listen to your story, go through your DS 160, DS 260 in terms of immigration visa application as well. And then you'll be very confident. It makes you very confident after speaking with an ex visa officer to go for the interview, get your visa approved. The name has been the Fred Effect. I need you to be positive and know that everything will be fine. If you have questions, remember there's only one way of reaching out to the Fred Effect team. We have a verified Instagram handle. It's over 22,000 followers. Just send us a message there. My team will quickly respond to you. So if you're chatting with somebody on WhatsApp, any other platform, please, that is not the Fred Effect. Unfortunately, some bad people are impersonating the Fred Effect team. Quite unfortunate. So we are doing our best that on Instagram it is verified. If you type the Fred Effect on every social media platform. We are verified on X. We are verified on YouTube. Our platform is over 170,000, huge. On Facebook, we are over 123,000 verified. And on X, over 40 something thousand. We are verified over there. Get in touch. It's possible you can also do it. um we will meet next week with another amazing guest. Next week is going to be a Q&A, right? So next week will be questions and answers. We've been doing the session for some time now. We want you to come in, ask us questions, and we'll be happy to respond. So I'll be on with my brother Ben, who is in the UK, and we'll be responding to your questions about this studying abroad for 2026, 2020 spring semester, fall semester. The name has been the Fred Effect. Please be positive. Know that everything will be fine. I'll see you next week.